today we're going to make quilt as you go mug rugs. Once you make a quilt, you always have leftovers, so why not make pot holders or mug rugs? Okay, I'm not using leftovers from my last project, but I will be making a fall mug rug and one with some of the Temu fabric I didn't use in the baby quilt. And I am using fusible fleece. I would usually use just cotton batting, but I'm saving that for bullies for Christmas presents. So I use fusible fleece in this case, and I went ahead and put the fusible to the back. So if I do need to press, I have my mini iron over here and my little half sheet of Teflon to protect my iron from this fleece. And let's get started. Okay, for this mug rug, I'm making mine just a touch over 9, which will be trimmed down to 9 to about there, and just a touch over 7, which I'll trim to 7. And I already, like I said, fused this to the back. I changed my bobbin thread to a white. And then I'm using, here, I'll move this instead of you. These little fabrics right here. These were in that botanical pack of Temu fabric. Oh no, these were in the cotton one. These are cotton. These were in the cotton. They didn't really go with all the flowery fabrics. See, it has bears and trees and this nice geometric. So what I did, I'm going to make a 4-patch and this nice long area. So when you have your little mug rug or snack mat, you know, you'd have your drink on one side and your snack on one side, however you want to do it. And it'll make a nice pattern. And this is a great time to practice your quilting too. You could do some free motion quilting or just straight line quilting using different types of patterns like diagonal or the wavy stitch or some decorative stitching. But for right now, I'm just going to sew these two together and these two together. Let's do that. I have these two sewn together. Because it is Temu fabric, it's not perfect 4-inch squares. So I'm going to trim these two and then I'll sew them together. Let me get a longer ruler. Well, this one ain't quite long enough. Should have got my 11-inch. I don't know if you can see it, but if I line this up, it is crooked this way, and then it's crooked this way. Kind of goes like this. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to even up this side so I can sew them together. Even up this side. That one's not bad. Okay, then I'm just going to nest the seams. I press them in opposite directions. Nest the seams. These are in different directions. I'm going to sew these two together. And then we'll trim the block, the whole block. I forgot I was showing you Quilt As You Go, and I've just got this thing all crooked. And I wasn't sewing it onto my base. See, I just get distracted. Not a problem. I am just squaring this thing up. Doesn't matter what size it is, just so it's somewhat square. Doesn't have to be perfect. See, it's still lopsided. It's okay. See how kooky it is? But that's okay. What we're going to do, I'm going to just sew this on here. We're going to sew these two strips real quick. And give that a press. And right sides together. I'm trying to match up that center seam best as I can. Right about there. Stick a pin just for fun. Now I'm going to put my stitch to about a 2.5 or a 3, depending on how my machine acts. I'm going to stitch right through there, all the way through there. There it is. Now I forgot to do the quilt as you go part, but I was going to sew these two and then sew it on, and these two and sew it on, these two and sew it on. But I forgot. Now I'm going to make a seam here and here, or just a stitch, just straight stitch. I'm going to raise it up to a 3. Just straight lines. Cute fabric. Way to show it off. Now this one will require binding. There's a stitching on the back. You can do more stitching all over this if you want. Okay? That's a simple way to do it. Now, on this one, this is 1 inch, or I lost my measuring tape. Actually, it's 1¼ inches long, wider, or 3 centimeters wider than the mug rug. So when we get to finish it, this will roll over to the front to make the binding. And we are going to start this. I forgot I had this. It was in with my blacks. This is a really nice fall fabric. Robert Kaufman. So let's see. Oh, I need to do some ironing. I'm back. Okay. On this one, I did this corner with this really fancy fabric. And I changed my bobbin thread and my top thread to a brown. And now we're just going to fill this in however we want. Isn't that going to be fun? Yeah. Let's do that. Let's see what we got. We have, oh, this is fun. Fall fruit, pumpkin, squash. Yeah, let's give that a try. Now, I'm going to put it right sides together. Make sure I have enough to cover the edges. And I'm just going to sew from where the batting is to where the batting is. I don't want to sew on this part. Wouldn't do any good, and it just makes the binding look funny when you turn it over. Okay. There we are. There's the back. I'm still using a 3.0 stitch length. Got to use that rust fabric with the leaves on it. I think I'm going to put some more of that black here, but maybe I should put another stripe. Let me look and see what I have. I went with another triangle of this Robert Kaufman print. I just love it. And now what you can do is fold this back and use your ruler and rotary cutter and trim that off, the excess, or just use your scissors and trim that off. And then we're going to do our binding, kind of like we did on the baby blanket, like that. Okay, let me trim this up. I have folded this side over twice and pinned it. Now I'm going to fold this corner, fold this into a corner so it sits right next to the batting. See that? I'm going to do it to the other side. See? I've already pre-pressed the first turn. And then over the side. And this is where you fiddle a little bit with that corner to make your miter corner. I like to take a nice skinny pin, nice thin one, and kind of weave it in and out of there. And there's your miter corner. Now I need to go back over here and fiddle with this one a little bit. Make sure this is all flat and smooth. This pin's a little in the way. And fiddle with that corner a little bit. And helps if I'm in the camera. Weave a little pin in and out of there a few times. Use a smaller pin here. Well, that one's pretty long too. Then you can use clips. Just sometimes they're a little floppy on little things like this. Okay, I have my corners pinned. And I'm just going to sew around. This is the time that you need to decide on what you want to sew. You want a decorative stitch? You want a just straight stitch? Do you want your thread to show? You want it to blend in? I'm just using some medium to dark brown thread. Same as I used on the back. I'm just going to do a straight stitch. All done. Okay, got my corners all done. It's quilted all the way through. No separate quilting needed. I really enjoying this fall print. I totally forgot I had it. It was stuck in with my blacks in my black drawer. And I just love that it's just simple triangles with some stripes. You can get a lot more complicated if you'd like. And then the other one, I still need to put binding on, but this one's fun too. Good all year round, but it kind of looks like winter. I thought it did, especially with this icy blue and white. So anyway, this is a quilt as you go. Just get out your scraps, get out some fabric that you have been saving, and make you a quilt as you go mug rug. And got room for your cup, room for your snack. Put it by your computer, end table, side table, where you sit to watch your videos, and enjoy. And these make great gifts, so start now. And use some fabric you know someone you love will enjoy. All right, have a great day. Give me a thumbs up and please subscribe. Bye-bye.